Hi, 6th grade. Today, your task is to use Google to research one solution to climate change in depth. First things first, go ahead and go into Google Classroom and open the Climate Change Project Organizer. If you need a few seconds, go ahead and pause this video, navigate to the Classwork section, and find your Climate Change Project Organizer. Once you're in your organizer, you're going to scroll down until you find the green section labeled Solutions to Climate Change. Now, you may have already started this section when we did our research round robin. That's okay. Today we're going to add on to this green section by adding important facts and data related to the solution. So reminder, you have several different strategies you could research today. The important thing is that you need to be really thoughtful. In your climate project, you'll be explaining to your audience why they should care about one of these strategies. In order for them to care, you should be passionate about this strategy, so be really thoughtful in which one you choose to research. Your options include wind power, solar power, or LED lighting. All of those relate to energy, how we could reduce the electricity that we use. If you're more passionate about the environment, you may want to choose reducing food waste, switching to plant-rich diets, or protecting ecosystems. Again, make sure whatever you choose matches the style of project and the topic of the project that you're working on. In the topic of transportation, you could research how public transportation can help reduce climate change, or how efficient vehicles could be used. That includes things like hybrids and electric cars. Finally, in buildings, you might want to research clean cook stoves or building efficiency. Reminder, it doesn't matter which strategy you research, but it should be related to your project and it should be targeted at your audience. So how are you going to find this information? Well, step one is to go to Google. Once you're in Google, you want to search with keywords. For example, if I wanted to research clean cook stoves, a better search would be to type in clean cook stoves, climate change. Those are the key words related to the search. A less effective search would be, how will clean cook stoves mitigate climate change? That's too many keywords and you might not get good results. Once you Google search your terms, it's important to scroll through your results and think about those better websites and less trustworthy websites. Finally, once you find a website, you need to go ahead and click on the link to go to the website. Don't rely on the short synopsis that Google provides you. Make sure you're clicking on the link to go to the website. Here's an example. So I searched clean cook stoves, climate change, and I added the word kids. That's important because it'll give you results that are at your reading level, which will be helpful. So my first big tip for today is to use keywords and make sure to include the term kids. Now you'll get millions of results, so how do you know which ones to pick? Remember, try and choose trustworthy sites. Websites that end in .gov and .edu tend to be more trustworthy. You can also quickly scan the synopsis. Google provides a short overview of each website, and it gives you a sense of whether or not the website will be good for you. When I did this search, I noticed that my first result had a .org, and the synopsis didn't seem to be related to climate change. The second link, however, was a .gov, which is great, and the synopsis referenced climate change. When I clicked on that link, it took me to this website. Now, how do you know where to find information in a website? An easy way is to just scan through the subheadings. Most websites will be organized into sections, so go ahead and scroll through before you start reading and look for the section that is going to be helpful to you. Again, before you start reading, you can just scan the information. Your goal today is to find data and facts on your strategy. So make sure the parts you're reading have numbers or facts that you can use in your project. A final tip is that many websites have a search bar built into their website. So if you find a good website, try searching within that website for more useful information. As you go through today, keep in mind the 3 things that you need to find. The first question is, what is one solution to climate change? Here's where you simply name the technology or strategy. Remember, you have 10 options to choose from. You only need to research one. As you go through your research, make sure that you can use your own words to describe how the strategy will reduce CO2 being produced or how it will reduce CO2 in the atmosphere. It's important that you focus on how the strategy will combat climate change by reducing or removing CO2. Finally, you need to include data, which is numbers, or facts about the strategy that are related to climate change. Final reminders. Today you're researching one solution to climate change. I would recommend research one of the strategies that you focused on in the previous lesson. Make sure you can explain how the solution would work. And really make sure that you find facts and data about the solution. You'll be adding all of this information to the green section of your project organizer. Good luck, stay focused, you got this.